Marty, thank you very much for joining me on this call today. It was
Sure.
your post in the group where you showed your CPAP score that made me want to reach out to you. You said you just gave an awesome testimonial there, so I
Hmm.
wanted to reach out to you and hear your full story. So thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely. So,
How was
go ahead.
Yeah, cool. I was just going to ask, how was it that you got into mouth tape? I know that you have a history with a CPAP machine, like you posted about.
Hmm.
But what was it that kind of drove you into starting to mouth tape along with the CPAP machine?
Your marketing people are very good. The line that got me was, "Are you tired of sleeping in the guest bedroom?" And my hand is in the air. I've done that several nights. Okay. My
Right.
CPAP machine. I have a nasal cannula that I use on my CPAP machine, and my problem is that I mouth breathe. And so I tried using one of those straps, and it just doesn't work for me. It was clunky, and it didn't seal my mouth as well as I wanted to. And the first couple of nights that I tried the hostage tapes, it was like, oh my heavens, I could sleep on my back. I made no noise. My wife didn't hear anything. Okay, we are now back together in the same bed again. Everything is wonderful. All right, and I was just amazed at how quickly and how completely
Right.
it worked. But that one line just caught me. It was on Facebook, and when I saw that line, I just started laughing. I said, "Oh, that's perfect." So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and you would be surprised. You'd be surprised just how many people are in that same
sure,
boat as you are,
sure,
where they're snoring, a CPAP machine, mouth breathing, whatever it is, sleeping, and there's a lot of noise when they sleep. So it's like
hmm,
there's an elbow in the back, a pillow across the face, and then
sure.
it's hey, either get to that guest bedroom or get on the couch because
Or sleep on
what's
your
happening right
side,
now is
or sleep on your
yeah,
side, which I hate. Okay.
yeah,
And then the other thing with me is I have an interstitial lung disease. I have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. So I require oxygen at night, not a lot, about 4 liters or so. So I have to pipe it through my CPAP, which further exacerbates any snoring that might happen. So I mean, it was just win-win all the way across with the tape. I'm very happy. As a matter of fact, I just bought a quarterly subscription. So yeah, I'm looking. This is great. I'm feeling good too. Yeah.
that's amazing.
Hmm.
That's really cool. That's just so awesome to hear that it's working for you and that it's able to work along there with the CPAP. So you're still using it while having the CPAP on. Is that correct? You're
That is
using them in
correct. Now,
conjunction.
sometimes
Yeah.
I'm a performing artist, so sometimes when I get home from a gig, it's a little bit too late, and I don't want to set up my CPAP. I'll just put my oxygen cannula on, nasal cannula on, but I'll still use the hostage tape, and it's a relief to be able to lay on my back and just know I'm going to sleep all night. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
That's really cool. And what did your wife say when you mentioned the fact that you were thinking of buying mouth tape or taping your mouth shut at night? What was the reaction to when you said that?
So I've been married for a little bit over 30 years now. And I learned my lesson a long time ago that I don't say anything until after I see the results. So I got the tape and I tried it. And the next morning I looked over and I said, did I keep you up at all last night? She goes, I didn't hear a thing. And then I told her about the tapes. She was concerned, just like that gentleman was on the Facebook post about me asphyxiating on it. But there's no chance for that happening. I mean, the tape is just you just rip it off and you're good. So yeah. So my wife was very pleasantly surprised, and it's a good thing.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
So I imagine she's on board with every night use from now on. Is
Sure.
that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. So long as
Absolutely.
she gets her 8, that she's happy. So, she needs it too.
Yeah. And has all talk of the guest bedroom kind of gone out the window now?
No,
Are you welcome?
no, that's only for guests.
Oh, okay, perfect. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
No more having to sleep there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Hmm.
Now your CPAP machine, it tracks your score. Is that
It
correct?
does. So the only
And be
so there's about 5 or 6 metrics on it, and the biggest metric is number of hours that you sleep. If I sleep for less than 7 hours, it will diminish my overall score. But my other ones, as far as leaks in my mask, which usually comes out of my mouth, okay, those are perfect across the board now. Um, any kind of events happening, they're gone. So all my metrics are perfect now. And once I get 7 hours of sleep, I'm hitting 100 every night on my ResMed.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
I imagine 100. Yeah, that's awesome. Just being able to hit 100.
Hmm.
What was the score before Hostage Tape? Like, what would
Oh, I get
a regular
70s
score
or
for
80s
you?
sometimes about there, lots of mouth
Okay,
leaks and stuff like that. So, yeah.
that's really cool. So,
Hmm.
so bumped it up quite a bit
It
there.
did. Yeah.
That's a big jump.
And also,
Absolutely.
the other thing is that I had stopped using it, okay, because it was just too much of a hassle. I got to take the whole machine, I got to bring it into the other room, I got to hook it up. So I just said, forget it. I'll just go to sleep. Okay. So for a number of months, I haven't been using it. But ever since I've gotten the tape, everything has been cool. It's been good.
Right. That's
Hmm.
fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess you'd just be able to have, sorry, have your machine right there beside your bed and not have to move it back, forth, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
That's really great.
Hmm.
Have you noticed what kind of benefits in the morning have you noticed for yourself? Whereas waking up with a 100% score coming from like a 70% score, that's quite a big jump. I would imagine you'd notice benefits in the morning or throughout the day, just
More
maybe in
refreshed,
energy.
more energy. Yeah. No, it's, I wake up in the morning and go, oh, I slept. It's a good thing. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I definitely feel refreshed in the morning when I get up. And also I don't have the elbow on the side or having to sleep on my side. So it's just win-win.
Right. Absolutely. And I
Hmm.
imagine your wife is probably a lot more refreshed now too,
Yeah.
now that she's not, being interrupted all night for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
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 It's so funny. Just a little thing like this, right? That's all it took. And it was just like, where have you been for the last 2 years, man? you know,
Exactly. Exactly. Our apologies in taking so long to get it out to you. Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
Have you have you told anyone else about it besides your wife, or
Oh,
have you
I
told any
posted
like?
on Facebook. I'm on a couple of CPAP groups and stuff like that. I've also put the link out there for purchasing it too, stuff like that. I put it. I'm touting it everywhere I can. I mean, why not? I mean, it works, so why not use it? So.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, and that's what this is all about. This is all about getting testimonials, getting people like yourself who this product has just done wonders for, and spreading the word. We're trying to get over people who maybe have like fear or uncertainty, doubts because of the product or because it sounds crazy to tape your mouth shut. But if we can just get awesome testimonials like this out there, then hopefully we can get the word out to as many people as possible and change as many lives as possible. Because that's it sounds extreme, but it is a life changing thing that you can do, and it's very simple.
That's key. I was just going to mention that too. The solution is so simple and so elegant. Okay. There's no straps. There's none of just nothing. Okay. One of the things I do like about it, and one of the things I noticed too, is that when I was using it, so on the back of it over here, the first time I did this, I took the backing completely off. All right. And the tape folded onto itself and I couldn't get it open again. So I went, okay, let's rethink this. Okay. So I grabbed another tape and I split the tape. And then what I did was I rolled back the paper on either side and then I pulled the tape open, okay, with the paper involved, pursed my lips, put it over, and then it was big enough to cover my entire mouth. No problem
Yeah,
whatsoever. Very, very simple to do. And once you get it down, you know,
yeah, yeah. It's
second
kind of like
nature.
putting on a band aid. Basically, it's
Exactly.
a
Okay.
similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
The first time I tried it, I think I was trying to like pick the white backing off, and
Hmm.
after a minute, I was like, "There's this can't be how it's supposed to be done." And then I looked at the package, and I was like, "Oh." they give you instructions right there on how to open it. So
And we being both
yeah,
males, we never read those things.
exactly. Just throw them out. Yeah, who needs those? Who needs
Right,
those?
exactly. Or directions for that matter. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What has been the response been on the Facebook groups? Have people been open to it? Has there been some skepticism, some doubt? What have you noticed?
Well, you always are going to trolls are everywhere on Facebook. Okay.
Right.
And I I find a lot of people are just they're well, good for you. I mean, they see my ResMed score and they go, "Holy mackerel, how'd you do that?" Okay. And then of course I get a naysayer every now and I always try to parry my naysayers as politely as I can. I think one of my favorite lines that I use on them is, "Oh, you're a breath of fresh air," and then and then explain to them that there's no problem to it. I've got an M tank sitting right next to my bed. Okay, so if push comes to shove and I lose power or anything else like that, off comes the CPAP, off comes the hostage tape, on goes the cannula from my M tank, and boom, I'm good to go. So
Right.
you know, I'm kind of ex-military, so let's get it done. Let's get it done. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get something that fixes this
Hmm.
and let's stick to it when it works.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
How many weeks did it take for you to upgrade to your quarterly subscription? Like when?
Two
I
weeks.
know 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
and then two
Yeah.
weeks you were like, no, I
No.
can't. I can
No.
never go back. Is that what you
No.
thought?
No. 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 For the price, it's ridiculous. Okay. The price for the quarterly, it's just like this is like a no-brainer. Put a
Yeah.
price on a good night's sleep. Put a price on a happy marriage. There was no price tag. Okay, so yeah, it was good.
That's fantastic.
Hmm.
No pushback from your wife either, I would imagine.
No, no. I
No, she
mean,
was
she was concerned initially. Okay, because of my lung disease and because of the fact that my mouth was covered and stuff like that, and she was concerned. But as I used it more and more, and she saw that it was easy in what I was doing, and I was having no problem. She's on board now. So
That's fantastic. Well, that's wonderful to hear, Marty. I really appreciate you taking this time out of your day to hop on this call with me and share your story. Again, our goal here is that we can share stories like yourself and from others and try to get out the word out there to as many people as possible. So I really appreciate you taking your time to do this.
absolutely, absolutely, and best to you in your endeavors too, Patrick.